You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu. Hollow and Tell, is that you?
Mic check. Mic check waifu. Tell him, is that you?
Come on. What's up, bro? What's happening?
Feeling?
It's good. It's hot outside, rainy. How you feeling?
Same, bro. I'm in here sweating. The reason being is because I gotta turn off the air so it doesn't pop up on the pod. You know how that shit go. Anyway, this is episode 61 of Mic Check Waifu. As always, it's brought to you by Lube Complex. Make sure you go to Lube Complex and use that offer code Waifu to save. So by the time you're hearing this, the pre-orders for their new launch is going to be over. But make sure you still check out the site for some dope anime merch. That's incredible stuff. Also, it's brought to you by our Patreon producers, Monique Williams, Chris Kennedy, Explicitly, Connor, and my D Prince. Thank y'all so much for supporting the pod. We appreciate y'all so very, very much.
It's all love always.
It's all love. I had to run that off the dome because I didn't have the list pulled up. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. A lot of anime was consumed over the last couple of days, including our start of Bleach. So we're gonna be talking about that a little bit later. I'm ready to get into that early.
I am kind of too, but we can save it for whenever.
As you know, we're here to discuss anime. Okay. The second half of the show, we're going to go into spoilers. So that's after our break. We're going to go into spoilers into the summer season anime. So that's Fire Force, God of High School, ReZero. I always forget one. Sword Art Online. We're going to go deep dives into those in the second half of the show. Don't worry, we'll give you full warning in the spoilers before we go into them. Shout out to everybody that listened to last week's episode. Last week's episode was kind of popped off out of nowhere. It was a lot of people's favorite episodes. We appreciate y'all for that.
Yes.
We got a lot of great feedback on that episode. 2 hours long. Oh, that one was a doozy. Anyway,
I guess they enjoy the long episodes, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get right into it, Tell. So what's up, man?
What's up, bro? I mean, I don't know. How's your week going?
It's going okay, man. It's going okay. I got some personal family news recently that ain't sitting too well with me, but it's gonna be all right. Hopefully, it's about my grandfather. My only grandfather I got. So I'm hoping he do all right. He's doing all right. He just had surgery, so he should be good now, hopefully. And we're just gonna pray for him. Make sure he all right. Other than that, man, I literally I put my head down in some anime. I actually started my script finally for our extra content that we about to have at the end of the month. Make sure y'all check out our Patreon. Again, we have some extra content coming for our 1-year anniversary, including maybe a possible giveaway hosted by one of the producers. So we're going to figure out how we're going to do this giveaway, and we're going to let y'all know as soon as it happens. But it's probably going to be some Mic Check Waifu merch. Speaking of that, just go to shop.miccheckwaifu.com for that. All right, where are we going to start? I think we should start with Bleach. So on Twitter, I put out a tweet that said we should start our Bleach rewatch because Tell watched it up to a certain point, never finished it. I've always seen bits and pieces of it because by the time when Bleach was out, I was out kicking it a lot of my life, so I never really got to watch it. I would always I said this to Tell when I started watching it. I would always catch it when Toonami would do its rerun, when it would rerun what it had in the earlier night. Yeah. And I will always catch the outro or the intro of Bleach in my sleep. So I would hear that shit in my sleep constantly. But man, the intro and outro is incredible.
The intro does have a really nice vibe to it. Like I can remember being a kid hearing Bleach. I'm just like, yeah, that's pretty actually like relaxing almost. Like you wouldn't even think it was about what it is about. But it's really good, and I can see why just the intro alone makes you kind of want to watch the show.
That's true. This is the only show that I've been watching like that I know has a lot of episodes, but I haven't skipped the intro. I mean, I skipped the intro obviously a few times because especially since it's on Netflix. But there was a few times where I decided not to because I wanted to hear it, and that's different for me because I always skip the intro. I watch it once, and then I watch the outro once, and then I'm moving the whole of my life. I don't need to keep hearing that shit. It's a waste of time. So, but this one,
but it's a vibe.
Yeah, this was what I was kind of rocking with. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's just kind of dope. Let's get into the show though. What you thinking about with this start over?
So I'm 22 episodes in.
Jesus.
I've been watching a decent amount of Bleach, and like I can't say it's better than I remember, but I can't wait for the screen size to change.
Oh, the aspect ratio.
Like it's not bad though. Like there's some things that I kind of look at and I'm just kind of yo, that's kind of weird. How is our Quincy guy, right? He's a Quincy, and he is the smartest in the class. Like Uyu Ishida, he's the smartest in the class. Yet he didn't take his master's last dying wish as being obvious that Ichigo, who isn't the smartest in the class, but he's also not the dumbest, Ichigo instantly saw it was like, oh yeah, he just wants you to work with me or work together with the Soul Reapers and figure things out. I'm just like, there's some things I'm already kind of looking at like, yo, that could be.
All right, let's back up. Let's back up. Okay, because you just jumped to episode 20, whatever the hell you at.
That was like 12.
I'm literally on episode 12. So
okay, 15.
So I just met the old boy. I remember watching him from way back in the day. I remember that particular episode because it was like fucking, it was insane. It was like, oh, it was a big deal. This fucking guy comes out of nowhere.
That was hard.
Yeah, and said we got beef with the Soul Reaper. So I'm like, okay. I do remember that. That shit was dope. And man, as far as the aspect ratio goes, that shit don't bother me only because I watch so much One Piece. So like that doesn't even bug me in the slightest.
Okay.
Other than that, I think the show is way better than I remember it being, for one.
Really?
Yeah, the beginning I don't remember being this good. Like there's a lot of lines in here that you just be like, okay, that's a 2004 ass anime ass line.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of those lines. But once you get past that, it's like, man, this shit is the way the world is built, the way the world is set up and established. You feel a connection early on. That's at least
they give
I do.
Good details.
Yes, the attention to detail is kind of maddening, but it's necessary. And sometimes too much details. Like a lot of the times, the hollows need to shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. They talk a lot. They monologue. You're
supposed to be dead already.
Right. They monologue way too much about what they're going to do and who they are and the powers they have. Like, at least so far. Again, I'm only 12 episodes in, so that's just gradual. But other than that, I fucking love Ichigo as a main character. I like him a lot personally. I don't like Rukia. I think I've always never liked her from the beginning. She always got on my goddamn nerves.
Yeah.
But I do like Orihime.
Really?
I do. I love Chad too. Chad is my fucking dude. And then the
Chad is 15 and he look like he's 12'3".
Chad is a boss, man.
32 years old, manager at some restaurant or a bouncer somewhere at a strip club.
He's incredible, man. Something about his character is just incredible. Again, I didn't get to as far as you did to where they started to get to the Soul Society, but I am enjoying this watch through so far.
Yeah. I would also like to say that after watching it the second time, there's a lot of details I picked up on, like what you said with the attention to detail. Like how I knew
Ichigo's mom isn't just dead. It was the day she was killed.
Yeah, right. And I mean, yeah, whatever. But like I feel like the characters themselves made very obvious like distinctions. Like when you hit like episode, I think what is it, 18? You're gonna see some more characters pop up, and I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen this far. How far are you getting Bleach the first time you watched it?
Again, it was bits and
like
pieces.
Random episodes, bits and pieces.
Yeah. But I do remember getting up to the point where they got to the train on their way inside of the Soul Society, I believe it is. And then the dude with the spiky hair came through. The big dude with the eye patch. Big motherfucking dude. And his spirit and energy was too strong. And they couldn't get past him. That's where I stopped, I believe. Long time ago.
Yeah, you're gonna see some shit.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, bro. But it is like, so when it comes to like, yo, it's kind of hype. Like for instance, how people love like DB where they power up and like they go in and they throw hands and our main guy does dope work. Yeah. There's some moments in this where Ichigo is just that dude. Like, and it's not as bothersome as some other anime where he's that dude. You know, like some anime, they have an overpowered character, a character who just seems strong or who's naturally talented, and it feels like a legit ass pull. Ichigo has some ass pulls, but like there's also some that are justified ass pulls that like we talk about with other anime. That this one just actually had some training moments in it. I'm happy to be watching Bleach because I'm excited to kind of finish it and see what's happening. I'm on vacation this week, so I'm about to go ahead
through it a lot faster than I will.
I'm about to try and hit. I don't want to skip any fillers. I think I'm gonna watch all the fillers.
We got to, bro. We're gonna be way too far apart if we don't.
That's what I'm saying. If I watch fillers, I think we'll be cool.
No, I'm saying you know the way I binge, bro. You know the way I binge. I can have this shit completed and
tomorrow.
I got to 539 episodes in less than a month of One Piece. Okay. I can probably finish Bleach in like 3 weeks if I really want to.
Yeah.
But I had to skip 45% fucking fillers. Like there's no way in hell. Except for the Zanpakuto, of course. I'm gonna watch the Zanpakuto arc.
What do you have the filler list pulled up?
I do.
I'm about to pull it up too. How much? What's all filler?
There's like 4 seasons of filler, bro.
So like, let's see.
And then there's a bunch now. There's also mixed filler and canon episodes as well. There's so many, like 227 to 265 is all filler. Like, okay, it's a lot. It's so much. Yeah. 168 to 189 is all filler.
64 to 108 is filler.
311 to 341 is all filler. But it's what,
355, 356 episodes or something like that?
366 episodes. Like, this shit is full of filler. There's no way you'll ever finish this. Even with your vacation.
I don't know. We gonna see. I might. Because I watched a lot of Naruto's filler.
Well, you got 2 kids now.
Yeah, one of them. Goodness, Apollo. He's good for the most part.
Yeah, of course. He's great. Both of them are great, but it's not easy for you to be able to do all of this, including filler.
I'm about to add this to my bookmark.
We do got to watch that Zanpakuto art for Blanime though.
Yeah,
we definitely do.
This is gonna be good. I'm excited for this.
It is. Now, it's not that I don't understand, like, there are good filler out there, right? Because last week I just talked about good filler with Naruto. Don't get me wrong, I know it's out there. But it's just so much other shit we got to watch.
One Piece has some pretty good filler in it too.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I mean, I didn't watch it, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's there. And I believe it definitely is good in One Piece, because One Piece is pretty damn good.
So you said right now Chad's your favorite character in Bleach?
No, that was just a list of my favorite characters. Right now, it has to be Ichigo still. because I just love the way he rides for his family, and he's grounded. He's grounded in a way I can relate to.
Yeah. Ichigo right now, as far as we are right now, without like spoilers,
Right.
Ichigo would be my favorite character right now. And then it'd be Yoroichi, which is the cat.
Okay, so you already introduced to her.
Sound like a man. And we don't know that it's a woman yet. But yeah, Yoriichi is my second favorite character, only because I know what Yoriichi, who and what she is.
But you just said with no spoiler.
Yeah, but she also trained everybody as a cat.
As a
like,
cat.
To me, that's hard. Chad, to me, like, I like what Chad represents, but to me, he's a boring character.
He's my dude.
Orihime is not my favorite kind of character. I guess if I had to say which of, like, I would say I probably like his sister. The dark hair sister, the one that be beating up on
the one that can see ghosts but don't want to see ghosts.
Yeah, her. Yeah. That's my life right there.
Yeah, she's dope. She's dope too.
Yeah. But those I guess Ichigo and her would be my two favorite characters. And then Kisuke with the pinstripe hat.
Yep, he's dope too.
Dude, mad dope, yeah.
I can't wait to get further.
That's it right now.
By next week, I'm gonna at least be in like, I don't know,
episode 50.
Probably.
Hitting that first big filler section.
Yep. That I'm gonna skip Bayless. Yeah. So other than rewatching Bleach, I watched a couple of movies. Two of them slice of life.
Okay.
One is A Silent Voice.
Okay.
And the other is Weathering with You.
And perspective.
Weathering with You, not my favorite. It was okay. It was by the same director who directed or created Your Name. Not even close to Your Name's quality. Well, as far as animation goes, it was beautiful. These movies are gorgeous animation wise. Yeah. As far as the story goes, I didn't like it as much as I loved Your Name. Like, Your Name is spectacular with its writing and its premise. Weathering with You was weird. I didn't grow.
What was weird about it?
I just didn't grow attached to the characters as they tried to make it seem. You know what I mean? Like, they try to make it seem like you were supposed to care a lot about these characters, and I just didn't. I wasn't attached.
They didn't hook you.
Yeah, it didn't hook me, and that's hard to do in movies. But every movie that I've watched so far, it happened. You know, like, so I can't use it as an excuse.
Yeah, because what you liked the Black Fox movie.
Black Fox, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas.
Yeah, and I was gonna say in Black Fox, you even said like to you, like it was a quick hook in with the family orientation and stuff like that.
Well done. This one was about a guy who ran away from home at 16 years old, who didn't want to live at home anymore, which they didn't show a lot of his home life. Like, I knew nothing of his home life. So maybe if they would have showed that, presented that to us in a clearer picture, then it would have been more interesting. He would have been a more interesting character. But he runs away from home. He goes to Tokyo, meets this girl. This girl finds out that she has the ability to essentially control the weather, essentially. Yeah, you could say that. Now, I'm not going to go into spoilers because people should still watch Weathering with You. It's still a decent movie, but it's full of shenanigans of them getting to know each other, essentially falling in love, blah, blah, blah. It's typical slice of life stuff. But it wasn't, to me personally, it wasn't my favorite movie at all. Yeah. But the silent voice made the one thug tear roll down my cheek. Okay? Just one thug tear. It wasn't a sobbing like Clinat, but it was it was a thug tear. You know, when you laying down, I'm laying down with her. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're just laying down watching it. I'm like, oh shit. That's a roll down my cheek tear right there.
So what made that happen?
Whew, boy.
as few spoilers as possible, I guess.
Yes. So, you know how much I hate bullies. Okay. I like to bully the bullies.
Same here. That's why we brothers.
Yeah. But this one was full of it. This starts off with these kids in elementary school. A new girl transfers to the class. The movie's called A Silent Voices because the new girl that transferred to the class is deaf. And in elementary school, she's bullied literally throughout. And it pissed me off so fucking much, dude. So much that I couldn't stand it. Couldn't stand it. But, I mean, they grow up. They go to high school. She obviously transferred from being bullied. She transfers out of the school. The guy that bullied her ended up becoming bullied because of some situations that happened in the movie. And again, he grows up. Then he damn, I don't want to say that because that's real big spoilers.
Yeah, don't do it. I do have questions.
Yes, sir.
How was the sound design on this show?
The movie, it was fine. It was perfect. Like as far
Really?
as I mean, it wasn't like a
Well, I was wondering.
Gangsta did it better still.
Dude, that's what I was wondering. Like, did they do anything creative with the deaf?
Yeah,
like,
no, because it was from the perspective of everybody around her. So
okay,
it didn't give us like internally her voice.
how she responded or anything like that.
Right, but they did the whole sign language thing, and she talked a few times and indicated obviously, it sounded like they had a deaf voice actor playing her, which was dope. But it was an incredible movie. I mean, start to finish, it makes you mad, it makes you sad, it makes you smile. It fucking stresses you out big time. It's a great movie. All
right, on the spot, mini review right now. I'm just joking.
Oof. If I had to.
All right, let's do it. Mini review right now. This is Polo only. Mini mic check waifu review.
Quick review. Not an official review. If I have to score, it's gonna be a 9.5.
9.5?
Easy 9.5. That's a fat review. Yes.
What?
Yes. And I stand by it. Wow. I stand by it. I mean, if I ran down a list of stuff, it'd probably be a little bit lower, but that's just off the top of my head. It's a great movie, man.
You gave it 9.5 off the top of your head. It's got to be good.
It's a great movie, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it that high. That's high.
It worked.
That's
it's on Netflix. It's a 2 hour and 9 minute runtime, too.
It's almost as good as Clannad to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this... all right, you know what? I ain't even gonna argue with it.
It is almost as good. It's not... Okay, it's not Clannad. Clannad is, to me, Clannad is my 10, for personal reasons, right?
Yes.
But no, this is up there.
Okay.
Look at my Clannad figures behind me, all
of them.
Anyway, yeah. I loved it. So,
I wanted to say, the week has been pretty eventful for me as well, though. I just wanted to say I am not from Florida, even though I am the anime ambassador of Florida as a Point of Our
forgot about that.
I wanted to say that I'm not from Florida. In case people forget, I am not from here. I just live here.
It truly feels like people forget that you literally are not from Florida. You've been in Florida, 2 years?
2 years, bro.
Yeah.
2 years. And we probably won't be here. Like, after this third year, we probably will be moving somewhere else. Like, we might even move to Texas. We don't know yet.
That's a good
housing market clean out there.
True.
I mean, to be fair, though, the housing market here is really nice. Like, guy I work with bought a house 2 years ago. It's already gone up like $30,000 in value.
Jesus.
So yeah, dope. But also, I had just said this before we started recording about how this manga I read, Owari no Seraph or Seraph of the End, has a pretty popular manga, but like the anime hasn't had a reproduction since 2015. Like they haven't done a new season or anything since 2015. And like I'm thinking in my head, popular manga doesn't necessarily mean popular anime.
Yeah, right.
And I feel the same way. Like Twins Are Exorcists, not necessarily a popular manga at all, but it is a pretty long running manga. It's been going on for years. Has plenty of chapters, plenty to be adapted to, and the anime, apparently people actually enjoy the anime. I think Crunchyroll re-released the intro for that anime like early last year, and I was just surprised, like, you know. But I'm trying to figure out, like, at what point does a popular manga stay a popular manga and never transfers to anime? You know,
That's an easy answer, brother.
what's the easy answer for that?
The easy answer is that they're completely two different entities. It's rare as fuck that you find a popular manga that's also a popular anime. Because Seraph of the End is a great anime, and I would stand by that wholeheartedly. But it's not as popular, not even close to the popularity of the manga. So, like, if people aren't watching the anime but reading the manga, then why the fuck will we make the anime?
Why would they even go that? Well, because animation has a budget,
exactly,
and they got to make money off.
They got to recoup.
Now,
it's where you get Demon Slayers. It's where you get One Pieces. It's where you get Naruto's.
I think also the really cool. This is the factor I think that made the anime for Seifer of the End dropped off, is the fact that it came out during that whole Blazer season, you know, and it's very similar. Everyone has a weapon that is kind of bound to their soul or something like that, but it actually has an entirely different, like, plot line once you get past that. Like, everything is different. Like, the layers of development,
deep story,
the dualities. Yeah, it has really good storytelling, and I'm just like, yo, this shit is fire. And it's like, I would love another 4-5 seasons of this anime. Easy,
bro. Easy.
Just give it to me, and, like, I'll be happy. The manga is still going. And I do wish that there was more anime for it.
Another great example of this is the show we're watching now. It's the Demon King, whatever shit called.
Misfit Demon King.
That shit has the manga literally just finished. I think a couple of chapters, and then it was adapted to an anime like almost right away, which is different.
Yeah, that just means it was probably either they had the mind in place from the beginning. Like, who wrote it? Because if it's a really popular writer, and they probably just was like right off the bat, like, yeah, let's just straight do this.
I'll have to look it up, but that's what I saw, and I'm like, oh shit, that's incredible. Man, I'm glad they did though. Like, I can't wait to talk about that later.
Yeah, Misfit Demon King is something else.
It's live.
A whole other gem.
It's fucking crazy, man. I think it's gonna hit my top 10, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just say that now. Judge me not. I don't care.
I'm not gonna judge you.
This shit is actually real good. Anyway, no, that's a good point, man. Because there's so many. I did hear that a lot of we lost a lot of, like, mangakas that, like, passed away before their anime even finished. Too, like, Gangsta was one of them. I learned that the guy died, so that's why it never got continued. There's a lot of that goes on.
Hunter.
Yep.
Hunter. He has been sick for years, and he has a I think not lupus, but he has, like, some kind of bone condition or something like that, where if he uses his hands too much, he goes into severe pain and is constantly medicated. And I love that he takes the time to rest himself before, like, necessarily doing this. But it's like so just real quick, he was about to make an entirely new series, I think. Or no, he's going to refresh, like, redo Yu Yu Hakusho.
No.
And people were like, what? Like, you're not even finished with Hunter yet. Why would you go back? Well, people were pissed because, you know, Hunter is like a lot of people's top 10 number one anime right now.
And it did leave wanting, for sure.
And the manga is clearly farther, but the anime hasn't been reproduced or hasn't had a new season because the manga is not coming in. He takes months off, years off. Like, if he writes chapters and he does 2 months straight, you're lucky. And if he took 8 months off that year, that just is what it is, because he has to maintain his health. And we do know he has not been around any COVID So he has been safe and healthy from that. But, on top of everything else, it's already a hassle and a struggle for him.
Yeah. Damn, that's a strong point, bruh. Yeah, that's crazy. A revision of Yu though. That shit
would be fire, right? Unbothered Mike would be losing his shit.
Yeah, that sounds incredible.
What you mean? You got better animation?
Oof.
You mean to tell me that we gonna get that Gon effect?
Oh my god!
But like for Yusuke, are you serious? And Yusuke running his fade with everybody is gonna be like that. That would be a dope reanimation.
I just feel sorry for Hunter x Hunter though, because it's the anime that gets the hate because it's so popular.
Yeah,
like people love it, so people everywhere else want to hate it. And that's one thing I can't stand.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
But
it's a good show. It's not
It's not perfect.
Exactly. It's not perfect, and it's not one of the best anime of all time to me personally.
Yeah.
But it doesn't deserve the hate it gets.
Here's my thing. The original Hunter x Hunter and then the Hunter x Hunter, was it 2000 or 2012?
2011?
The remake of Hunter x Hunter. That was obviously much more streamlined.
Yes.
Seemed like an efficient remake.
Yes.
And gave us the story we wanted.
I agree. Now the classic one, that one was a struggle to even watch.
It was. I watched it. It's what got me into Hunter x Hunter to begin with.
Same.
But watching, the 2013 whatever Hunter x Hunter remake season was, that shit was great.
Yeah. And
yes, I agree. There are moments like I was watching something about when you knew Gon was batshit crazy. Like there's some things that just don't make sense. Like Gon sacrificing his hands to do the Greed Island stuff. But it is what it is. But the anime, it has some really stellar moments, and the moments are what matter almost indefinitely, because if that specific moment makes you feel something right then and there, like the entire anime can be good, like if we're looking at it objectively.
Yeah. But
the moment is what makes something stand out and stick with you the most,
Mm-hmm. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I feel
like how ReZero's an entire season of moments, but go ahead.
Fuck, man. They are impossible. They are killing me. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I like Hunter x Hunter. I don't think I don't think it's the best. There are a lot that's better out there. But I also think it's great, too.
Yeah. But
what else you got?
So, I'm only gonna talk about this because I know you're not gonna talk about it, and I just want to say, just my week-to-week update on my teen romantic comedy Snafu Climax is consistently good.
Why don't you just wait till we can review it?
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying it's really fucking good.
It's fire.
It's good as fuck, bro. I'm letting y'all know. This is me keeping y'all updated on the fact that I'm watching Slice of Life every week now, outside of Rent a Girlfriend. Like every week, Slice of Life is a part of my life now, and I feel infected. Y'all can thank Polo, because once this climax shit is over, it's a wrap.
No, it's not. You gotta go to Kaguya-sama, bro.
I can't do all this emotion.
Kaguya-sama is a lot less though. You ain't gonna. It's comedy.
Nah, I will honestly tell you. I think if I just do comedy Slice of Life, I won't like it, because I think it has to be this emotional stuff, or else it'll be dead to me.
You need attachment.
I think that's why I like Rent a Girlfriend so much.
Yep.
Because it's funny, but it's also nah, that's real, bro. That's real.
Again, I think my second video is gonna be about how this main character isn't getting the love he deserves, and the hate he's getting is unwarranted.
So you gonna do Rent a Girlfriend for your second video?
I think so, man. I'm so tired of seeing this on my timeline. This main character is stupid. He's an idiot. He's a dummy.
Explain why he deserves better.
Man, listen. It's perspective is everything. Okay, when you're watching a show, okay, you're watching an anime, you can see all perspectives. So the shit that he's going through would make sense as to why you're like, yo, why don't you just stop this mommy-san girl and get with the fucking Chizuru girl? I understand why you would say that. It's not that fucking simple, man. Chizuru is giving no fucking hints. No hints about love, none of that shit. She's like, I'm just a rental. He's like, yeah, she's just a rental. If you getting that blasted, the fuck? Blasted into your head. Blasted into your head the entire time, you're gonna be like, okay, I don't stand a chance with this girl.
Yeah.
But Mami-san or Mami-chan, whatever the fuck her name is, she's selling it. She's acting it well.
She did just play him on this last episode.
Oh yeah, she did. She gave him a shoulder.
You want to just talk about it a little bit?
7 of those cold shoulders. Yeah, let's do that.
So she was salty.
Oh shit! You want to save it? Let's save it to spoil. Okay, because I want to fully spoil that joke.
Because I do want to spoil that joke. Yeah, she was salty. Say it. Okay. Nah, bro, I love that show. I can't wait to see what you say about that one too. That's gonna be real good.
It's gonna be great. Let's get into these questions. We got some great questions from Twitter and apparently one from Facebook. I didn't see the Facebook question yet because I don't get on Facebook. Okay. Make sure y'all join our Facebook group.
Don't worry, I'm running the Mic Check Waifu Facebook.
Yeah,
I do all the talking and the mingling.
Yes, super active over there.
They post all the memes, all the things.
I stay up out of that. So I just I tweeted and said it's almost time to record. Any questions, comments, or concerns for us? Our boy Isaiah Pika said, "Y'all vibing, right? Let's go real quick." Watching One Piece, and I forgot how the early to mid 2000s main characters were gangster as fuck. I forgot how bout it Luffy was. Yeah, Luffy stay bout it though. I'm sure he's bout it now.
So that's a fact though, right? Yeah. Like we talk about how
ready to run it.
They wanted smoke back then, like
all the time.
All those characters wanted smoke, and that's the one thing I think is what makes certain anime fans divisive, right? The early 2000 anime were all about, hey, I want smoke, and that's just it, right?
Yep.
And then current anime is more about like, hey, I kind of want to develop. I'm crappy or weak in the beginning, or not necessarily even that, but I develop into something significantly better.
Yep.
To kind of get like that. Like, let's say we even go with Ghost in the Shell.
Yep.
It was action from jump.
Yep.
You know?
So the moment she jumped off that building.
Right. It was all action.
Shit popped off.
So it really just is like, it's hard to think about what in that.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it, Tell. You got these fucking. I don't care. You got these meatheads, okay? I'm going to call them meatheads that want the same exact fucking thing over and over and over. You want Dragon Ball Z again. You want One Piece again. You want Bleach again. There's more. I promise you there's more. Expand, bro. Expand. Watch somebody develop a little bit. Watch somebody grow. I think right. I say this all. I don't say this all the time, but I'm gonna say it now. I think people who lack growth don't like to see it. I do straight up, and that's just a fact for me. I think if you don't have an inkling of growth within yourself, you're not okay with seeing growth within other forms of media. Like, now, bro,
we can also say though, Attack on Titan. Smoke from the jump.
And also growth. Mm-hmm. People still try to like to call Aaron a lame because he's emotional. Like,
kill, I kill. Smoke from the jump.
Death.
Yeah. Haikyuu, all about the smoke.
All about the smoke. Mm-hmm.
Noragami.
I love Noragami. Yeah. Great characters, growth as well.
Sword Art Online.
Future Diary. I mean, we can go.
Future Diary. Yeah. So yeah, we it's yeah. It's a lot of gangster characters. It's like, so I'm just gonna say that from the 2000s, they was more like straightforward. Like, I just want smoke, right?
Let's just go. Yep.
Right now they're like, I might want smoke and I want to grow too, or that I don't want smoke and they grow into smoke lord. You know, it just depends.
Straight up. It's more to it than meets the eye. Transformers. Anyway, we got another one from @_Rob J, the homie. He says, how y'all feel about overpowered characters and who is your favorite? Ooh, I love this question. I love overpowered characters.
Yeah.
I do. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not necessarily a huge fan of overpowered characters, but I like when it's done properly.
Yeah.
Like Polo when he turned into Ainz Al Ghun. But like, all right, so yeah, who's your favorite overpowered character, Polo?
Oof, fucking Anos, bro. It was Ainz, but now Anos took that from him because Anos he offers it the drip, you know. He offers the.
It's all a mindset with him
smooth,
too.
Yes, man. It's smooth. It's candid. I got it, you know, and I appreciate the confidence he exudes. His internals were still like
his monologues. Yeah,
his monologues were still. I'm a video game nerd, which is cool. That's fine, but this Anos he's my favorite. He's my new favorite of probably all time OP characters.
So I read this question and I was kind of trying to think of like which I had to choose between two. And when you say OP, it depends on the world they're in.
Right.
One, in my opinion, Gilgamesh is one of my favorite, most OP characters, but he's also like in the beginning of Sword Art, he's OP. In later versions of Sword Art, or not Sword Art, goddamn. In the beginning of Fate series, he's OP. In the later version of Fate series, he's actually not like Grand Order. He's OP, but he's not like, he can't beat Tiamat by himself.
Right.
But then you got Ikikuragane, who I love his Ito Shura, where it literally just the ability itself to me is overpowered. Yeah, Shiryu Fell Knight. The ability is overpowered, which makes him overpowered. Him himself is not overpowered, but the fact that he has access to this ability where he can sacrifice any part of himself to just become stronger, that I like that personally. Mm-hmm. Because there's like, it hasn't been beaten. So
technically not, yeah.
So I would I'm stuck between those two. I would probably say I'd have to say Ikki. But Gilgamesh is the GOAT.
As a character, like, Gilgamesh gives that Anos feel too.
Because it's like, I want the smoke too.
Yep.
And I'm also gonna back it up. Like, you think you can beat me? Let me show you why you can't.
Yep, straight up. That's a great one. Ikki is a great one. Okay, so Trader Truth, aka @Trey_DeAndre says, if you're pitching an anime to your significant other who's never watched anime, what will be your pitch, male and female? So if you're pitching it to your hubby or if you're pitching it to your waifu, what would be my pitch? My pitch, I'm gonna go with if you never watched anime, I'm gonna tell you to watch probably a movie, something digestible. I mean, Your Name is a great one.
That was actually really good because I wasn't thinking in that concept like a movie. Yeah. Because it's a whole plate. It's palatable right then and there, and you just get the entire concept there. That's dope. Your Name is a good one. I would have to say because I have a wife and I try and get her to watch that movie all the time. Mm-hmm. I tailor it to what I know she's gonna like, because I know she's not gonna like the same thing I'm gonna like. So if I'm gonna watch something that's like different out there to me, I know I have to know nothing about it, and then we're gonna go in there and we're just gonna watch it. But if I had to describe one, like, yo, okay, so look, I guess it's more about the art style, the story delivery, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And if I just don't know any of it, then it's just the fact that we both don't know nothing about it. What would I recommend though?
I'm gonna also throw another one out there.
Go ahead.
I think Domestic Girlfriend is the perfect anime to watch with a significant other because again, it's a short show, 12, 13 episodes. Okay, it has drama, which most people like. It has romance, most people like, and it's a tolerable dub because first time watchers of anime, they don't want to read all the goddamn time. So you also gotta think about that too. Something tolerable to listen to.
I guess if we go there too, Monique really did like Death Note. Ooh. And that dub, she enjoyed that dub.
That dub is solid.
She didn't like Ryuk's voice though.
I mean, Ryuk is it was an interesting choice.
Oh man.
But it worked, It worked for what he was, right?
Right.
It worked.
I mean, that's what he was supposed to be.
Exactly. Fucking demon. Anyway.
You want to go with Scuba Steve question from Facebook?
Let's do it.
All right. On Facebook, Scuba Steve said, okay, tough question here. Your anime main character has just been taken down by the villain. Do you think the side characters can regroup to take out the villain? Why or why not? From your favorite anime MC.
So hard because most of my favorite MCs are from fucking Slice of Life.
Okay, so your favorite Slice of Life MC gets smoked. Like, okay, what's your favorite action-based anime though?
Naruto.
Dragon Ball? Naruto. All right. So
no. The answer to that is no.
Naruto gets smoked. Everybody chalk. That's it.
That's it. It's
a wrap.
World, bro. That's
oh my goodness gracious. That's funny. That's funny as fuck. It's a wrap.
That's funny.
I was thinking my favorite MCs, right? And I was like, all right. If Iki Kuragane gets smoked, right?
Nope.
Like they can though.
No, they can. You think it's no.
The strongest chick in that first season was Kieran.
She's still
and
but
if they gotta jump her,
depends on the villain. I guess it depends on the villain, right? Like who coming through?
Yeah, realistically, no one could get close to her without her taking them down. That's the thing.
But
so really, yeah, Iki Kuragane might have been the only person who could beat her. Literally the only person.
I guess that's true. No,
but then
right.
also, like, I guess when I also think my other favorite main characters, I really liked Iskander and Gilgamesh. Which, if Gilgamesh goes down, I feel like the rest of the show is won. Like, but he is the villain, right? So, like,
yeah, that one's.
Let's do Heaven's Feel, because in Heaven's Feel, Gilgamesh dies.
Right.
And to me, I'm like, whoa.
Spoiler. Sorry.
If Gilgamesh dies, who the fuck's gonna win that? Because he's fucking Gilgamesh. Right now, in my mind, I don't think anyone can win because Gilgamesh got chalked out. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. That they can't win if my favorite MCs get beat. Right. Now there were some answers in the Facebook group. S. Christmas, Stephen Christmas, he said they can try, but they better lose. So I don't know what his favorite anime is. I tried to figure it out. He ain't tell me. I guess he was busy. I told Scuba Steve, or I told Hang Up Steve and Spoiler Steve that if my favorite MCs go down, it might just be a wrap. Yeah. Obviously, we agreed on that one. James Gordon said no, they try and fail, and then I get my BS ass pull power up that writer just thought of. And I was like, he must be watching Black Clover.
100%.
My bad, y'all. I ain't gonna do that. But I said all ass pulls aren't bad pulls.
No,
just so y'all know, like
ass pulls are everywhere, bro.
They everywhere, but not all bad. Not all ass pulls are bad pulls.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That's all we had.
Very interesting, Steve. Yeah, because Naruto, ain't nobody living in that world without him.
Not without Naruto.
I got one more. This one comes from Never Popping on Twitter. CJ or AKA Chris Kennedy. He says, COVID-19 watch list. So with this, we decided to bring you each 5. And this is going to be considered our recommendation, so it couldn't come at a better time. 5 anime for the COVID-19 watch list. Bingeable, consumable, enjoyable. I'm going to start off and say Asher Lost in Space. Quick, easy, 13 episodes. Nice, beautiful start. Great finish. And it wraps up extremely well.
Okay. On my list, I chose all things that had a decent amount of seasons. So I went with my starting number 1 would be One Piece. Both anime and manga. Ton of stuff to watch, ton of content, and some great story hooks in there.
Yeah. Whole truth. I'm going to throw in wherever you stopped at Sword Art. Pick that shit back up and continue.
That's a big fact.
Continue, because I promise you, I can bet my life savings on it. It'll be worth it. Everything that you learned in those previous seasons, including the movies even, like Ordinal Scale. Oh, man, we're going to talk about that later. But, yeah, it's worth it. Pick it up.
100%, bro. Hajime no Ippo for me.
Easy.
All those seasons.
The first season
easily, it's easily over 100 episodes. Bingeable. And that intro song sometimes just give me hype. I want to do some work.
I'm still struggling through that second season, but I'll get to it again.
Do your thing, bro.
Or not the second season, but second, whatever that is. What do you call it?
Second bout, I think they call it. Or
New
like
challenger. New challenger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw out Log Horizon. I know I'm in the Isekai realm heavy right now, but Log Horizon 3 seasons, great main character. I know somebody said they were just watching it. Great show, man. And that's another one with a fantastic dub too that you can watch if you don't feel like reading.
Okay. I actually changed this one on my list. I put on Noragami because you got Noragami and Noragami Arigato. Don't miss out on the classic if you can. That's just an easy banger. Easy banger.
Easy. Damn, that was a great one. How many did we do so far?
I have 3.
3 each.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and say Steins Gate. Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero, 24 episodes a pop. This is one where you literally you say, okay, I'm literally in the house all day, nothing else is on. Sit down and watch this and kind of pay attention. No, not kind of, pay attention. Because if you pay attention, you will enjoy this show. I can guarantee it.
Okay. My number 4 is going to be the Monogatari series.
I still need to pick up.
The sound design on the series alone is some of the best sound design in anime. I have to just say.
Yeah.
I feel like they have orchestrations for every fucking moment in the show.
And that's a nice little structure to watch. Sit down and watch through in the watch list.
Yeah. No fillers. It's all
straight
all
up.
canon.
Straight up. That's what I heard. I'm gonna have to watch it. What's this, number 5 for me, right? Last one?
Yeah, this is the last one.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Fire Force. Fuck it. Fire Force is phenomenal. So season 1 is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then it can just lead you right into season 2 and you can pick back up on it and you can stick to it. And be along for our conversations at the second half of the show.
And mix some Soul Eater in with that since they
mix some Soul Eater, yeah. Throw some Soul Eater in that.
Yeah. My last one is gonna be a manga read, and it's Seraph of the End. Like we were talking about earlier, it has plenty of volumes and it's still ongoing. And the story development is fucking crazy.
So good. Well, I don't know about the manga, but I know the show is.
Yeah. And I like the concept, bro. They all were 12 years older. They were younger than 18.
Yep.
Everyone younger than 18 lived through this virus. And it's just vampires and kids. How do kids beat vampires? Figure that shit out later.
Such a great concept, dude. It's so good.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to take this quick break. And when we come back, we're gonna do get to know Mic Check Waifu, as well as going to our deep dives into our summer anime this season. So I can't wait to talk about that. So stick around if you're okay with the spoilers, or if you caught up with us. This week the song we're using comes from, let me go to it here, give him proper credit, because I normally give him proper credit at the beginning of the show, but I forgot to. Erik Seifer gave us Massive Love. It's been in the queue for a minute, so I figured I'd throw it on there today. Massive Love is a dope song. I enjoy it, so I hope you guys enjoy it too. And if you do, check out his links in the show notes. And also going to be attached to the announcement tweet, so make sure y'all check that out. We'll be right back. And welcome back to my Check Waifu episode 61. Make sure y'all go to discord.miccheckwaifu.com. We be in there chilling from time to time, playing some games. Come talk to us. We talk anime in there as well. And coming soon, we might be doing some watches too. So keep up to date on that stuff in our Discord, as well as our merch. Shop.miccheckwaifu.com, including your COVID-19 masks and etc. It's all there for you. And our anniversary tank top, which is incredible. I like that shirt. Let's get into this Get to Know Mic Check Waifu. So for those of you that don't know, Get to Know Mic Check Waifu is a new segment that we came up with at the beginning of the new year for us. What we do is we take turns rolling a random number generator, and we read from a document that has about 100 or so questions in it. Just random questions. So I just pick a number, Tell's gonna read me the associated question with that number, and we go from there. So about to roll it in 3, 2, 1. 59.
Okay. Boom. This is kind of hard one too. What is your favorite anime quote?
Shit. Oh my goodness. My favorite anime quote is kind of like a whole paragraph, but it's from My Team Romantic Comedy Snafu. I believe it's season 2, episode 8 or something. It's when he goes into the classroom and he's talking to the rest of the club members, and he's expressing how he feels in a situation that he got put in. That whole monologue, that whole dialogue that he has, it actually, I don't know, it sparked something in me, man. It sparked something in me. It was incredible. I wish I could say it aloud, but it was so much that I can't.
Yeah, it's a lot to kind of like just do all at once.
Yeah. I might drop it in the show. If I do decide to give myself that pain, it'll be right here. But if not, you won't hear it. Just go to that episode. This shit is incredible.
My favorite. Oh, sorry. My favorite quote might be the from Full Metal Alchemist, when the dog and the little girl got mixed together, and she said, "Brother."
Oh,
I'm just joking. I hate
you so much.
It would have to come from when I just think of like lines that kind of like just
stand out.
Well, just like moments where the words kind of stood out, and I know I say this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
When Iki Kuragane was giving his all at that end, and it finally came down to like the last moment where he asked the girl to like, you know, will you marry me, basically, and said like at the end it was like he went through all that struggle, and at the end he was like, you know, will you be my partner, basically. To me it was simple, and the meaning wasn't necessarily just what he said. It was more like the entire build up to the entire series led you to just that moment, just that like quote, this is it. And it was like, it was impactful in a less like, this is something that needs to be like dramatic. It wasn't as dramatic.
Right.
The action was dramatic, but the words were like, this is powerful. The culmination of everything. So that, I guess, when I think of something, that's one of the biggest ones that comes to mind.
That's a good one. That's a great one. All right, and that has been Get to Know Mic Check Waifu. If you guys have any Get to Know Mic Check Waifu questions, let us know. Email us at contact@miccheckwaifuwaifu.com. We'll add them to the list. We'll throw them up there. Yeah, so let's
now shit get serious.
Let's get into the spoiler talk. Full spoilers ahead for the current summer anime season. So that's, again, Fire Force, God of High School, etc. ReZero, Sword Art. Where you want to start?
Let's start with Rent a Girlfriend, since we already started in the first half on accident.
Full spoilers for Rent a Girlfriend.
Yo.
Oh my goodness.
Chizuru, honestly, in my opinion, is the GOAT.
I agree.
Now, one of the things I was going to say was the fact that, like you said, she hasn't given any signs that she actually likes him or anything like that. And I still agree with that to an extent. But she saved our dude life, even though he saved her life too.
But to me, what do you expect?
In my mind, you're right though. In my mind, I'm like, yo, that's completely like, I think he's taken the idea that she's just a rental too far.
No,
only because
stop it. You is not about to tell me that.
only because of this, bro. This is the only part where I separate from that, because after that, I feel like she's back on the rental concept. Was the fact that
let me know, because let's dive deep into this.
Because obviously she saved his life. I feel like that's normal human reactions, right?
Clearly, yeah.
Normal human action is to try and save someone's life if you can.
Right.
But like when they're sitting there on the little small plot of land in the middle of the water. Like, in my mind, I feel like everything we've been to, like, he has to have some idea that everything they've been through at this point is not just like
There's no way in it.
Bullshit. Like, this is not like, you can't just be like, yo, this is all just an accident and I have no idea why you would even consider me anything. Like, you just know, anybody's common sense is like, you spend enough time with somebody, you know them well enough, you start to become more than just friends. That's not just his rental girlfriend anymore. He has to understand a little bit, bro. That's truly?
Yes, truly. No.
Hey, let's go.
There's no. Because you're speaking to exactly what the point that I'm trying to prove. Yeah. Nothing, and I mean nothing, even before the point of them falling on the boat, nothing Chizuru gave our guy indicated that this is more. The complete opposite, even worse than the complete opposite, because what it's been doing is it's been taking them backwards. Because she's saying, you've been fucking this up the entire time. You should have done this a long time ago. Now I'm getting roped into this. Now I'm getting roped into that. Now I'm getting roped into it. She's been telling him like, yo, you've been fucking this up, bro. And we need to fix this. We need to tell them we're broken up no matter what. And then even after she falls off the boat, he saves her. She saves him. Normal reaction, obviously, because nothing special about that. It was a natural reaction. Now, we as viewers, we see that she is starting to give a fuck. Like, we see that how her feelings are starting to come out a little bit. Is she showing that towards him? Absolutely not. Not even close. Not even close. Except at the very last part of this episode. So a little bit. At the very last part of this episode, just a little bit. Now, before we get into anything else, what's the first thing she said to him when they saw each other at the end? I'm going to tell my grandmother this. We're broken up. I'm going to tell them the truth. That's what she kept implying. So, again, perspective. Take yourself out of us watching every piece of this.
Exactly. And
go back into his shoes. His shoes is like, damn, she really fucking hates me.
So, what I'm thinking this whole time is like, I get all of that entirely. That's not the point I'm necessarily arguing. Because I agree with you, especially because, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, I can't think how I would react, right? Because that's kind of how I'm thinking. I'm thinking, like, if I were in his scenario and I knew nothing, I knew girl really she wasn't giving me no hints or anything like that.
Right.
The only thing I could think of is, like, at this point, after things have gone so far, I would probably really ask her, like, do you want to just go on a date? Like, I'm tired of renting you. Can we just go on an actual date and just see if this could work?
You literally wouldn't do that? Let me tell you why. The only reason why I feel like you wouldn't do that is because from the jump, she's been saying, leave me alone. This has to stop. Don't talk to me outside of this is no more. I'm just your rental. Like, all of that has ended. Like, there's nothing indicating that. There's nothing. I don't even see it. Now, again, me being the perspective, I understand why you would ask that question, because that is the right question he should ask in this particular moment because of what we know about her.
Yeah.
He's not going to ask that because of everything she told him. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, it's like, again, if I'm him in this situation and I've been renting this girl and fucking dragging her in these horrible situations, to me, she hates my fucking guts. She doesn't like me at all. Okay, because I've literally been putting her through hell with this whole thing. I lied in front of my grandmother and then made her have to deal with me continually, even though I told her not to. You know, even though I said I wasn't going to. You know what I'm saying?
Who's going to do all of that for someone that they hate, bro?
Whoa. Your mic changed. You unplugged something? You sound like you're coming from like a. There it is. It's back.
Who's gonna do all of that for someone they hate?
Huh?
Who's gonna do all of that for someone they hate?
She didn't have a choice. She got roped in.
I don't know.
She got roped in as a rental girlfriend at that. She's got paid to.
Yeah. At some point, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is a wrap, bro.
You know,
like, I take the money back.
I understand completely.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like, in my mind, there's no one who's sitting through all this
Well,
because basically what she do get paid a lot for 3 hours of what she doing. The equivalent of what she gets paid is like $200.
Yep.
$200, $100 an hour, or something like that.
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah. That's ridiculous. To go on a date with people and they still paying for everything. That is wild.
And they talked about this at the beginning. She's struggling. So of course she's doing it. You know, like I don't know. This is easy money for her. According to him. Again, I know personally it's more than that. Now it's becoming more than that. It slowly became more than that a while ago, to be honest. From our perspective. But
from episode 1, she was feeling a little bit of something.
Yeah, it's there. Something's there, you know? But again, from his perspective, I'm thinking as our main character.
He don't see it.
He don't see it. He can't see it. There's no... if I was him, I wouldn't see it.
No, I don't believe you.
I wouldn't. She told me. I am very attentive. But
I think you're good at reading people, just like I am, and I feel like you would definitely see it.
The reading I'm getting from her is the opposite.
No, I get that. What I'm saying though is, if this ain't this not the real world, because if this is the real world, like you and I would see through it. I think in his perspective, with his confidence level and like, let's just talk about anxiety. If you have any kind of anxiety, you gonna see through it, or you gonna let it go. Yeah. Which anxiety, like 90% of people in the world have anxiety, so ain't no way that she gonna be sitting here doing this and you just like, all right, cool, I like this situation, or I'm gonna keep dealing with the situation.
But did you forget about Mami-chan though? Mamami, whatever her name is.
Mami-chan. Yeah, I didn't forget about her. She dogged him in this episode.
This episode, we're talking about as a whole.
Everything beforehand. Yeah. In this episode, like though, he was like, hey,
I'm sorry I didn't pull up.
Skirt on you. You left me for a rent-a-girlfriend chick.
Yep.
Bum at him up. Yeah, she was salty. Hey, that was good. I liked that.
I was okay with that. Yeah, same. I was totally okay with that. Hopefully this stubbornness he got with his rent-a-girlfriend situation, he'll have that with her now and just like, oh, now she hates me. Let me move the fuck on.
It's not about to happen. Wait till next episode.
I already know. It looks like they're about to introduce another waifu too. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, it's about time for them to introduce another one and let Mami-chan go. Please. And then they're going to reintroduce Mami-chan when he start liking another girl.
Yep. Next episode is going to be called Girlfriend and Girlfriend, so...
Oh, God.
Ooh, yika doodles.
Yika doodles. Oh, God.
Let's go into fucking Sword Art.
What a doozy of an episode.
Man, how powerful, bro.
They consistently keep giving us flashbacks.
That hits. I forgot all about that dude.
Yeah, first of all, it's like they give us flashbacks. The characters matter, and like when I remember seeing him, what it was like 2 episodes ago, and like to me it didn't mean much that they brought him back. It was like, who are you? And then they show the flashback, and I'm like,
yep.
This dude a bum. He can't fight.
He definitely was a bum.
But he came through and went hard, and it was like,
yo, man, oh my god, dude.
That revelation though, like how that battle ended was like, yo, that's not what I was expecting. I thought he was about to put in work and got his arms dismantled.
I love, dude. I don't care what nobody say. There's no excuses. No excuses for shows like Mob Psycho to look the way they look as far as camera movement and direction.
Okay, we'll take that.
Compared to fucking Sword Art. You see how fucking concise these angles and shots were during these fights, man?
It's a stylistic preference.
I know, but it looks just so good. I can watch this and see it and be entertained. Like, just the quality of it is just, stylistic preference, my ass. All right, my ass. That shit looks wonderful, man. It looks wonderful.
Yeah, this episode was beautiful. I loved the particle effects when what's her name, Yuna, came in.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
like
that was sick.
That like purple, like it came quick, it hit the ground, and then like it felt like that shit came out my screen.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was probably the most.
It's my fault.
No, that was probably the most well done effect in that episode. Yeah. Just that one specifically, but everything looked good. Obviously, as normal.
Man, the fucking way the camera followed him when he was he was going to slash Poe. He was going to slash him, and then he turned like this little cartwheel kick. Oh my! The camera followed his fucking cartwheel. I'm like, yo, this shit is insane.
Crazy,
this shit is
bro.
insane.
It's wild, and I think
whoever directed this shit is
good. And well, also Sword Art, their animation is not like there's basically almost no CGI in that actual like that's basically all drawing. So like their perception is amazing. Like they're doing a great fucking job with the actual artistic style of this. Yeah, and the direction is crazy.
And then that's the crazy part is the art style isn't even the most impressive. Like I said, it's the direction. It's the literal camera placement of everything that they do has so much purpose. If I never seen anything so great.
Yeah, low key, I need to see who the artistic director is.
I know, straight up.
But it's not even just staying on the art side. Like the story that gets implemented is great. Man. The only thing that was also like kind of like we did kind of say this is how Kirito's gonna come back, 100%. Right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I either said that like the villain's gonna bring him back, or he's gonna get his memories back from like the people. But like the villain was like, if you don't start moving, I'll bring you back myself. And I'm just like, oh shit, here we go. They about to dismantle Kirito, start cutting off arms and limbs and shit. And then when we saw I was like, that's exactly what Polo said. Stay in that fucking sword.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
But that was cool though, like how they gave him shine and he just walked through in the sword. But not outside of the sword. You know, he has to stay in the sword. That's his form now.
I can't wait till next episode. Kirito's is back.
About to smoke check everybody, bro. He about to smoke. Everybody.
We had so much fucking suffering throughout these episodes that you just know that he's about to come through slicing and dicing everybody. Everybody, bro. I love what Shinon did to fucking what's his name too.
Blew his whole life away.
Yeah, I love that shit. His whole she's incredible.
He thought he was he was like, I got your left leg, got your right leg.
Yeah.
He thought he was about to get away with just blowing our Shinon to pieces.
Yeah.
Nope.
He's like,
it ain't going down like that.
Let me pull out real quick.
So Kirito also saving these people though.
Oh yeah, like straight up.
That's he gave like, and I can't remember. That's items he gave them before this game, right?
Yeah. This is items he gave in like the beginning of Gun Gale. No. Sorry. It was towards the middle / end of Gun Gale when she was going in that tournament versus Sublizer.
Yeah. So basically,
hard to remember.
He hooked them up from the beginning,
straight up, and
was like, "Yo, one day this is gonna help." Like they just keep giving us flashbacks that mean shit, and that's all that matters. It's like that's that stockpile of information that was like great. That I'm happy that people did like, or that people pay attention to. You know.
Yep. Yeah, but you were absolutely right. They about the power of friendship the fuck out of this, and I'm okay with it.
I mean, because it kind of makes sense because their minds are in the game.
Yep.
And that's what this whole season has been about. Like before this part of the season.
I had no idea that they was at Turtle Rock though. I knew Asuna was. I didn't know the other two was. I
didn't know either. I thought they were somewhere else.
Me too.
So if I'm not mistaken, and this is all relatively weird to me, Asuna should have been at Turtle Rock.
Yes.
Everyone else, because when you remember when this whole scenario happened, they broke in. They was only supposed to be there for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole thing is only supposed to be a 24-hour time span.
Yeah, and that's still the case, right? Like, but inside the game, time moves faster.
But they have to travel from land to water to Turtle Rock to get inside the thing and transfer information. So that's why I'm thinking, like, to me, it was kind of wild that they were like Shinon and his sister.
That's what's bugging me
at Turtle Rock.
I don't ever remember seeing them be there or get there. Or I always thought they were at home.
I think that might have been a misrepresentation. Like, they might have not necessarily been there.
Yeah.
But it could make sense because Asuna did call them and kind of say, we need your help.
Right. So
they could have come, but how would they have gotten in if it's already been broken base? If also the people who broke into it,
straight up,
they would have had to encounter them first.
Right. That's a good point.
So if there's a story gap issue like that, we need them to figure that shit out.
Yeah,
but I mean, they have resources to stuff. I just hope they're not actually there. Like,
yeah,
that's gonna be a big fuck up ass pool kind of shit.
I'm gonna have to go check that out because I'm gonna have to I want to rewatch all of Sword Art when this is all said and done. I think just start straight through and then see how I feel.
I can't argue with that. That sounds good to me.
I think we should do that before we ever review this and then do the whole thing as a whole. What you think?
I can do that. Sounds good to me.
It's a lot though, but
they'll probably give us another 2 or 3 years before anything else Sword Art comes out.
True. Man, speaking of you correctly predicting Sword Art, let's go into Fire Force with me correctly predicting that. I told you, man. It was so obvious. Because again, when
I hate her.
Right. When they made Shinra say, we're taking you into custody, I'm like, okay. That was the wrong thing to say. And I knew that from like the moment he said it. Because at first I was with you. I'm like, okay, maybe she don't choose to go with him. But when he said take you into custody, I'm like, oh, what? That's not Shinra. He's a hero. I'm here to save you is what he should have said. But
right.
He kept saying it too. Every time he said it, I'm like, well, that's more of a reason for her not to go. Take you into custody. Take you into protective custody. No.
This episode gave us definitive notion that she's a bad guy now.
Yep.
100%.
They working.
She's bad. She killed her best friend or one of her friends, and we don't even, obviously it's not even a friend of her really if she was so easily able to kill him. But she's also being consumed by this new power, right? That she never had this power to begin with. That
and that other pillar that's inside of her.
Well, I don't even think it's the pillar reacting like that anymore, because that pillar is not on the side of the white clad.
Oh, I know. I still think she's helping her
react to the power.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that she's just being consumed by the power, and I think that she tripping, bro. She wilding.
Yeah, the pillar opened that up just to have fun, as she called it.
Yeah.
Because I went back obviously because I watched the dubs, and I'm watching both the subs and the dub of Fire Force. Holy shit! We were right about his voice being clean too, by the way. Cronin, I think his name was. His voice works. It's dope. But yeah, I remember in episode 3 she was talking like she got inside of her and she was saying, "You're about to awaken to this power" or some shit like that.
Right.
And then that's when she had the ability to do that. I still think she's in there manipulating her a bit. And that's it's pulling a Shinra. It's exactly what she did to Shinra. She's doing to Inca, and I think that's why Inca joined the Evangelist, because her mind is opened up to, I want to have fun. I want to take that risk.
So
the fucking masochist.
Also, when they did that scene when she killed her friend, and she donned that white clad uniform in that like ether area or nether area, that shit was hard.
Yeah, she was fire.
I was like, oh god, she about to be a whole handful, bro. She's about to cause
before they come.
She's about to cause all the problems. But we do know obviously there's got to be more pillars. And we don't necessarily know how that's going to come about. But that whole concept is really cool to me. That
they're on their way to the Chinese mainland right now.
That right, like, so the map that they showed is the entire world, but it's basically the entire world has been burnt down from the Great Fire or the Great Cataclysm. Yeah, and basically that has caused different areas to be completely abandoned and isolated, and now they're heading to a new land. We're going to see characters who have nothing to do with our current character set and give us an entirely different like perspective on what the rest of this world actually is developed and look like. Yeah. I'm really interested because this will kind of impact my my script here.
Ah, okay. Because the correlation between Soul Eater and Fire Force, yeah.
And just the world in general, because this is going to open it up.
I see. I'm intrigued. I can't wait. You started your script?
No.
But I got bored of you. Let's go.
I'm getting it done this week because I feel like I have enough information to like just talk about how great Fire Force is.
All right, let's do it. I can't wait. Man, what a great episode, though. I enjoyed this episode just as much as I enjoyed the previous episodes, even though it had way less fighting.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't need the fighting. No. We needed the progression.
Yeah. And it came I think you're right. The progression is what was needed, and it came at the right time. Because if they would have kept fighting, I would kind of want to have been over it. Because I feel like the fight.
They gave us two episodes of like straight like
hands.
Like this is what it is.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was fire, literally.
Right.
Man. So good.
So we haven't touched the God of High School yet.
Oh yeah, fuck. Yikes!
So, what do you think about this latest episode of God of High School?
Still not good.
Still not good.
I feel like they blew their animation budget too.
Really?
Yeah. I think this shit was like.
I thought this is the best animated episode.
No, bro. Compared to the first episode?
Yes. Yeah. I enjoyed this, like, the fight scenes. Maybe it's just the scene itself I enjoyed more.
Take a look at the first episode again and see how the movement was compared to this one. You're going to be like, what the fuck? It's the difference, bro.
Maybe. But this episode here, to me, just seems so much more... it just seems so much more like... The idea of the story of the characters came together better. Obviously, we knew how these characters were going to be. No, do I think this is the best episode of the week? No, but it was definitely the best episode of the season for God of High School so far.
Do we really care about these characters though?
I mean, not necessarily yet, but I like Jin Mori.
We're 5 episodes in, man. You're supposed to care about these characters by now.
Yeah, I like Jin Mori. I like Mira. I don't know how I feel about Daiwi yet. He's still borderline shaky to me.
I'm bored, man. I'm bored. I think they tried to give us a backstory at the wrong time. It's kind of a My Hero Season 4 kind of thing. And I just don't care. Like, I don't care about none of these characters at all. I think Jin Mori is the most interesting out of all of them, for sure. But that's about it. And then the world, there's no world building in this show at all.
I think they about to get there, though.
I hope so. I fucking hope so. They need to.
Because, they introduced characters from another region. So they said, this is all China has to offer when, like, the dudes came through. So they have other characters that are kind of going to give us concepts as to what the people from other parts of the world are like, or what other people who are taking part in this tournament are like. So we'll have some world building. We'll get to see what it's really about, because I feel like there's still a lot underlying that we have no concept of yet.
And I need to stop. I am extremely hard on the show because, again, I talked about this on Twitter. It is a meathead show. It is about them hands. And them hands are being thrown. Some hands are animated better than others because Studio Map is like, okay, Let's put our budget here.
I did enjoy the Chinese water wash animated fight though. Like when they did it.
Yeah,
like,
that was pretty cool. That was creative, I think.
Yeah.
That
felt almost like something that just was needed to be done. And I was surprised when I saw it.
No, you're absolutely right. That was a creative masterpiece there.
But that was the most creative part of the
absolutely
episode.
Everything else, like Jen's triple kick, was it was horrible. It was. The
frames. I can remember that because it seemed like they just took photos.
Yeah, and it was just
like
photos, like three photos that they just changed. It was bad, but yeah, man, that Chinese white man. Now that I think about it, that was the best part for sure. But I was sitting there kind of watching it like this. I'm like, for those of you who are not watching the video version, I just put my hand on my chin, like, okay, you know, I'm just not that entertained by it. And I'm gonna be honest, regardless, I don't think this show is for me because I think I'm just past the stage. I don't need this. Yeah, you know, that's just me personally. So, well,
apparently the writer of the show loved DBZ, and that's what this show is about. It's a homage to DBZ.
Okay, and then the best parts about DBZ was probably those tournaments.
Yeah, and they also not like. The big thing is they're not like powering up for 2 episodes and then going in and fighting.
Facts.
So like you want to fight, they giving it to us every episode. There's some fights. Mm-hmm. They're probably not going to give us an entire episode of like actual development in terms of outside of that.
Yeah.
But eventually they might, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but the show's about fighting and that's what we getting.
Let me rewrite this for you real quick. Okay. You know those little story beats we got of both Dan Y and Miri? Take those and make those episodes 2 and 3. Just those backstories of them. You know, the guy and his friend, that whole backstory about him beating up people with his friend. Miri, her and her whole, moon stance, sword style or whatever the fuck. Do all that shit in the first 2 episodes. Jin Mori, they didn't give Jin Mori's yet, and that's fine. You don't need to give Jin Mori's now. But do that backstory at the beginning of the show. And then slowly bring those 3 together in like a more cohesive way. Because it seems like
they just smashed them together.
They just smashed them together. And we supposed to care. I just didn't. I didn't. You literally threw them together. And how many days have passed in the show? Yeah. 3 days have passed in the show virtually?
Probably. But Daiwi was the most realistic in terms of their relationship. He was like, yo, we're not friends, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that was the most realistic.
Facts.
And what broke that was when his friend died and basically said, I wanted you to make more friends or whatever. Like, that shit to me, like, your friend probably do want you to make more friends, but it's also like, bro.
Oh, boy.
Like, that probably wasn't the best way to make new friends today.
Or the best writing, period.
Yeah. But it's about those hands.
Let's get that. I got to keep that in mind. And that's on me. That's on me personally. I take full responsibility on not realizing that it ain't just about those hands. Or that it is just about those hands. I need to keep that in mind. So I'll try to keep that in mind for next time.
On the bigger and better things.
Way bigger. Way better.
ReZero.
Yes.
That's it? It's just yes.
This shit is a moment, man.
Consistently though, right?
Yeah. It explained to us why he didn't say anything about the whole witch thing, because he
kind of what we thought.
Yeah.
We weren't sure, but we kind of thought
we did.
That
we had
obviously.
Because
we didn't necessarily know she erased it.
Yeah. Yeah. We kind of figured something was up though. Because ReZero don't have plot holes like that. Yeah, that was a big one. We were like, wait a minute. How did he forget about it?
They also don't ever forget about plot holes. Like if they give us a plot hole, they'd be like, oh yeah, let's go back and fix that.
Clean that up. Yep.
So that's one thing where they're just very consistent on that. You don't just have a plot hole and it's like, oh shit, this happened.
Yep. It's all intentional. Everything they do they do it with purpose.
So how do you feel about what's his name? Oh, Two Color Eye Boy.
Bro.
Half evil boy, Roswell. How you feel about him?
Okay, so my question to you is about him. Do you think he knows about Return by Death?
I feel like he does.
It feels like
because I got that same vibe. I got that same exact vibe.
I was thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, why would he? There's no way he would literally entrust all of this to Subaru, knowing Subaru is literally the most average of motherfuckers. He knows
average ass.
So he said,
I just had a feeling that you would put your all into this.
What?
Last time you saw me, I was a bum.
Straight, and Subaru said that. That's the crazy part.
I couldn't even throw hands with a teddy bear.
Straight up.
And you want me to? You guarantee I'm going to protect Amelia, the most important investment you have right now for what you have planned for the future.
Again, that's why ReZero is so great, because Subaru even said that exact same thing. You had no idea I will be able to protect her because I'm just a normal guy.
Why would you have faith in me? But this episode, Amelia said the same thing. Yeah, I have faith in you. Yeah. Like, and the reality is this though, is that so from their perspective, if they don't know about the rebirth or the back from zero, Return by Death. If they don't know about the Return by Death, how it kind of works out is that they only see him consistently be successful.
Right.
So like, no matter what has happened to him, he has died thousands of times.
Just for facts.
Probably hundreds of times, not thousands. But to him, he's died hundreds of times. Yeah. To them, they're like, oh, you've only lived one life and you've only ever done everything perfectly right. So
damn.
So it's like they have justified cause for believing in him and having faith and trust in him.
Yep.
But it's also like, to us, we're like, why the fuck would you trust him? Why would you do something so fucking stupid?
Oof, dude, that's powerful though. Because you're right. The only thing they see is the success. They don't ever see the failure.
It's like Instagram.
I hate that fucking thing. Yeah, man. You're right.
No. But
that's so good.
That's what kind of threw me off. But I knew. So first of all, I also knew something's gonna be up at the house, at the castle or mansion, whatever.
As soon as we saw that look, the color correction changed, bro.
As soon as they brought up Beatrice in the first place, not even necessarily. As soon as they brought up Beatrice and you and Francesca get along, and they start talking about Francesca's going to be Francesca, I was like, okay. I don't know when they're going back to the house. It could be next episode, but when they get back there, something's going to be wrong.
Straight up.
Obviously, every time they go back, something wrong anyway. But it's just the principle. Something going to be off. And I realized that all the doors were open, which means there's no direct path to Beatrice immediately. Because the door has to be closed.
Open, bro.
Yeah, doors have to be closed and you have to open them to get to Beatrice.
Oh, shit. The doors are closed, man.
All the doors were open. So
open.
There's no door open to get to Beatrice. So technically her door was closed if she's even there. We don't even know if she's there right now.
I mean, she's there.
Every door is open.
You just can't. And I think that fucking Bao chick knew that.
Oh, forgot that bitch. Yeah, she came back. Yeah. And I knew she was going to have to come back at some point.
It's a plot hole and ReZero don't have plot holes.
They don't do it.
They don't do it.
Goodness gracious.
Gosh, man. I didn't even realize that.
She cold.
Yeah, she's the truth. She's a waifu for sure.
Oh man. I was like, why is his as soon as he looked down, I saw like what looked like his entrails. I was like, come on, bruh.
Yep.
It is her, isn't it?
This is the chick from episode 5, 6, when she disappeared because of Return by Death. She's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna see you again. Okay, that was 29 episodes ago. Like, bro,
it's crazy, it's so good. They do such a good job.
They do.
Also, I love that he was super excited to see this lolly hag. He's like, I knew I was gonna run into one of you guys eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I jumped back into like the first 5-10 minutes of that.
I totally forgot about that too, but that was great too. That was a great moment.
It gave me What anime just did this too? There's another anime just did this. Well, whatever. It gave me like just anime vibes where he went back and saw Lollihag, and it was like
Gate vibes, probably.
Yeah, that's what it was. It gave me Gate vibes, and it was just like, yo, that's dope. It's just mad cool to see like he's still keeping his human mentality. Also, I guess to kind of go back a little bit more, the witch fabricated that entire memory
and he was
of his parents. But it felt to him real.
When he hit her with the arigato, I was like, oh, damn. And she's like, oh, damn. It's like, yeah, you're a strange one. I got a feeling he going to make a friend in her.
Yeah. I think that I think that's what's going to happen, because we did say we think he might get strong.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to happen, and I'll probably be completely wrong because it's fucking ReZero.
Right. You can't guess this shit.
I think what's going to happen is actually, by the way, too.
Ooh.
Connor just got his in.
That's clean.
Connor just got his Mic Check Waifu 1 year anniversary tee, the pink one.
This just in.
Right. But I think that he's gonna master or kind of learn about the gluttony ability through her, and how to kind of like harness the gluttony power. I think that's what the whole point in talking to Beatrice was.
Yep. I'm starting to feel that too. I can't wait, man. I need more.
I'm so mad it's 3 days away.
Oh, it's only 3 days? See, that's why I love binging on Saturday.
2 days and 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Even though I'm just going to wait till Saturday anyway, but I might have to sneak this one in.
Yeah, I'm going to slide that one in early. What you mean to drop at noon? Hell yeah, I'm in there.
I'm in there. That's it, ain't it?
That's it.
That's crazy. Another long episode.
Oh, goodness.
It's going to be an hour and 50.
Oh, goodness. I'm about to hit y'all with this recap then. So we just finished talking about all the greatness in ReZero. Got out of high school and how average it is, even though it's all about the fisticuffs. It's all about hands.
It's all about the mans.
Fire Force still consistently fire. We kind of want to beat up old girl.
Straight up.
Sword Art Online. Love how they hit us with those memories and the homages to the old days. Rent a Girlfriend. Polo about to hit us with a video on Rent a Girlfriend coming probably in a month or so. Like that. We're gonna see that coming. Then you got to know Mic Check Waifu and some of our favorite quotes in anime. I talked about Seifer the End before our break, and how, popular manga doesn't necessarily have to. Oh God, we talked about a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Then also talked about Hajime no Ippo. Oh no, these are recommendations. That's the COVID-19 watch list. Mm-hmm. Sorry. We talked about anime. Our questions was anime for your significant other. Your main character getting taken down by the villain. Overpowered characters, who our favorites are. Polo had Anos. I had Ikki Kurganen. How gangsta main characters used to be in the early 2000s. I did a quick synopsis, quick little update on My Team Romantic Comedy Snafu Climax. Hunter x Hunter. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
We've gotten to a little bit of Hunter x Hunter because of how popular manga doesn't mean popular anime.
Straight up.
And Seifer the End was kind of one of those topics on there. Also let everyone know that I'm not from Florida, just so y'all know. I'm from Ohio, land,
Cleveland,
born and raised. It's in my blood still. I don't get cold
because
it's super hot. Right, BIFC. Polo watched Weathering with You and The Silent Voice, and he gave Silent Voice a 9.5 out of 10.
That's a quick rating.
That's crazy, bro. That must be good. And then we started off with Bleach because we both binging it. Next week, we probably gonna both be on like episode 50.
Straight up.
60 something. We're gonna be avoiding them spoilers. I'll probably watch a couple of spoiler episodes, but we're gonna avoid them spoilers.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh,
it's a loaded episode. It's like baked potato with all this stuff on it.
I am at Polo4Fly on all social media.
And I am King Taliano on all social media.
You can follow our social medias at Mic Check Waifu on Twitter and at Mic Check Waifu on Instagram. And as always, Mic Check.
You're now tuned into Mic Check Waifu Waifu.